Two Republicans fighting for Congressman Heath Shuler's seat square off in a debate. News 13's Russ Bowen was there when the two candidates came face to face. Russ?
Well, the runoff for the 11th District Republican Congressional race is just 1 week away, and this comes after no candidate received more than 40% of the vote in May's primary. So far, early voting turnout has been dismal across the state. The candidates have little time left to make their case.
Both the Republican candidates for the 11th Congressional District,
Mark Meadows and Vance Patterson, two candidates who, at least in this debate, hosted by Matt seem to agree.
I'm a very conservative, Christian Republican.
More than they disagree.
Conservative Christian businessman that believes that we need to take back our country.
Patterson is a member of the Tea Party, but both are small businessmen who are ready for less regulation.
We need to make sure that the federal government does not put oppressive regulations on small business, which is the one that create jobs.
Meadows wants to close corporate loopholes.
Second part of that would be to take the $1.25 trillion that are sitting abroad and not being invested here at home and allow that to be brought back in tax-free to be invested in American jobs.
They both agree with the state legislature's recent vote to allow fracking, a controversial method of releasing natural gas from the earth.
We've seen the video on TV where people out west turn on their tap and flames come out, they light it and everything. And it turns out a lot of that's been a hoax.
There are certainly safe ways to do it. There's lots of science out there that would indicate that.
Both are pro-life and anti-gay marriage, but believe the state should be deciding such issues.
Anytime you get into legislating, you're growing government, and I'm not in favor of doing that. But we have to step up and make sure that our culture and our morality is protected.
Most of that, in fact, all of that should be handled at a state level unless you've got something that goes across state lines.
At least in this debate, the two seem so similar, it could just be personality that decides who people vote for. The only contentious moment was directed at Matan when he asked an environmental question.
Here you are talking about ozone levels, and I'm talking about creating jobs so people can put food on the table and shelter over their families' heads. I mean, there's a huge disconnect here.
And you can watch the unedited version that aired on Matt and Agnus Show on 1350 AM. You can go to WLOS.com, click on Raw News. The winner of next week's election will face Democrat Hayden Rogers in the general election.